Hey everyone, it's Shane here. Today, we're diving into some of the most bizarre ways people have predicted the future. You won't believe some of these methods. Like, seriously, some of this stuff is straight out of a horror movie, but also kind of fascinating. We're talking animal guts, tea leaves, crystal balls, the works. So buckle up, grab your tinfoil hats, and get ready for some serious creepouts because things are about to get weird. Okay, so imagine this. You're a king, right? Like thousands of years ago, we're talking ancient Mesopotamia, Babylon, or even Rome. You need to make a big decision, like, should you go to war or something? This isn't just any decision, it's a matter of life and death. The fate of your kingdom hangs in the balance. But you don't have Google, you don't have advisors, you basically have a bunch of dudes in sandals. No modern technology, no sophisticated intelligence networks, just ancient wisdom and traditions. So what do? You call the HARUSPICY, obviously. This guy is your go-to for divine guidance. This guy, he's like the OG psychic, but instead of a crystal ball, he's got a dead sheep. Yeah, you heard that right, a dead sheep. HARUSPICY, guys, it's the real deal. This isn't some fringe practice, it was mainstream back then. They'd take an animal, usually a sheep or a bull, and cut it open. This wasn't just a small incision, it was a full-on ritualistic disembowelment. Not just like a little cut, we're talking full-on disembowelment. The entire process was elaborate and deeply symbolic. And then, they'd look at the guts. Every organ had a potential message. I'm talking about the liver, the intestines, the whole 9 yards. Each part of the animal's insides was scrutinized for divine signs. They believed the organs were like a message from the gods. The gods were thought to communicate their will through these visceral signs. The shape, the size, even like weird bumps and stuff, it all meant something. Every detail was significant and could alter the interpretation. A messed up liver? Bad omen, dude. It could mean disaster, famine, or defeat in battle. Probably gonna lose that war. The stakes were incredibly high, intestines looking plump and healthy. You're good to go. Conquer away. It's crazy, right? But that was their reality. Like, how did they even come up with this stuff? The ingenuity and creativity of ancient cultures are mind-blowing. But here's the thing. As crazy as it sounds, people really believed in this stuff. It was a cornerstone of their decision-making process. For centuries, this was the most accurate way they knew to get a glimpse into the future. It was their version of predictive analytics. It's kind of terrifying, but also like a little bit amazing. The blend of fear and awe these rituals inspired is fascinating. The things people used to do, man. It makes you wonder what future generations will think of our practices. Alright, so we've covered animal guts. Let's move on to something a little less messy. Tea leaves. Turns out your grandma wasn't just being cute when she told you your fortune after finishing her Earl Grey. This practice, known as tasiography, is a fascinating blend of art, intuition, and tradition. Tasiography, or reading tea leaves, has been around for centuries. It's a method that has intrigued and mystified people across different cultures and eras. It's believed to have originated in ancient China, and like most fortune-telling stuff, it's all about interpreting symbols. The Chinese were among the first to cultivate tea, and they believed that the patterns left by the leaves could reveal hidden truths. You finish your tea, you swirl it around, you flip the cup over on the saucer, and boom, you've got yourself a soggy crystal ball. The process might seem simple, but the interpretation is where the real skill lies. The patterns left by the tea leaves are supposed to represent different things. Each symbol can have multiple meanings, and the context in which they appear is crucial. A heart could mean love, a new relationship, or even a deep emotional connection. A bird could mean good news, freedom, or a journey. The type of bird and its position in the cup can add layers of meaning. A skull, well, you get the picture. It could signify danger, an ending, or a transformation. It's all open to interpretation, which is part of what makes it so fascinating. The reader's intuition and the querent's personal context play significant roles. Some people believe that tasiography can tap into your subconscious, kind of like dream interpretation. The symbols might reflect your innermost thoughts and feelings. Others think it's a way to connect with spirits or even see into the future. The tea leaves act as a medium, channeling messages from beyond. Honestly, I don't know about all that, but I've had my tea leaves read before, and it was kind of eerie how accurate it was. The reader picked up on details about my life that were surprisingly spot on, like, the lady knew things about me that there's no way she could have known. It made me wonder if there was more to it than just random patterns. Maybe it's real, maybe it's just a fun party trick. Either way, it's a great conversation starter and a unique way to bond with friends. Either way, next time you're sipping on some tea, take a look at the bottom of your cup. You might just find a message waiting for you. You never know what you might see. The universe might be trying to tell you something, or maybe it's just your imagination running wild. Either way, it's a delightful way to add a bit of magic to your daily routine. Chapter 3. Palm reading is real, palmistry predictions. Okay, let's talk about hands. Not just any hands though, your hands. Specifically the lines on your palms. Palmistry, the art of reading palms, has been a thing for ages. It's like your life story written on your hands, and all you need is someone who knows how to read it. Palm readers believe that these lines can reveal all sorts of things about you. Your personality, your love life, your career, even how long you're going to live. They look at the length of your fingers, the shape of your hand, and of course those all-important lines. There's the lifeline, the heart line, the headline, the fate line. It's a whole thing. And each line is supposed to tell a different part of your story. Now, I know what you're thinking. Shane, this is crazy, my hands are just hands. And yeah, maybe they are. But I've had my palm read before, and it was weirdly accurate. Like, the guy knew things about me that I'd never told anyone. Is it real? Is it just cold reading? I don't know, but it's definitely interesting. And who knows, maybe those lines on your hands really do hold the secrets to your future. Chapter 4. Crystal balls. Seeing the future. Crystal balls, man. They're like the ultimate symbol of fortune-telling. You picture a spooky old lady in a tent, swirling her hands over a glowing orb, and bam, she's seeing your future. But crystal gazing or scrying is more than just a cliché. It's been practiced for centuries, and some people believe it's a powerful way to access hidden knowledge. The idea is that the crystal acts as a focal point, allowing the gazer to tap into their psychic abilities and see beyond the veil of time and space. They might see images, symbols, or even full-on visions of the future. Now, I'm not gonna lie, the whole staring into a crystal ball thing always seemed a little hokey to me. But then I met this woman, Madame Evangeline. And let me tell you, she was the real deal. She had this crystal ball. It was huge, like the size of a bowling ball. And when she looked into it, her eyes would go all black, and she'd start whispering these crazy things. She told me things about my life, my past, my future, that there's no way she could have known. It was freaky, but also kind of amazing. It made me realize that maybe, just maybe, there's more to this crystal ball stuff than meets the eye. The history of crystal balls is fascinating. They date back to ancient times with records of their use in various cultures around the world. From the Druids of Celtic Europe to the mystics of ancient China, crystal balls have been a tool for divination and insight. In medieval Europe, crystal balls were often associated with witchcraft and the occult. They were believed to hold magical properties and were used by seers and fortune-tellers to predict the future. Even today, crystal balls are a popular symbol in pop culture, often depicted in movies and TV shows as a mystical object of power. But beyond the stereotypes in Hollywood portrayals, there's a genuine belief in the power of crystal balls among many practitioners. They see it as a way to connect with the universe, to gain insights that are not accessible through ordinary means. Whether you believe in their power or not, there's no denying the allure and mystery that surrounds crystal balls. They captivate our imagination and make us wonder about the possibilities of seeing beyond the present moment. So next time you come across a crystal ball, take a moment to appreciate its history and the stories it holds. Who knows, maybe you'll catch a glimpse of something extraordinary. After all, the future is always just a gaze away. It was freaky, but also kind of amazing. It made me realize that maybe, just maybe, there's more to this crystal ball stuff than meets the eye. It made me realize that maybe, just maybe, there's more to this crystal ball stuff than meets the eye. Chapter 5 Algorithms are the new psychics. So we've talked about some pretty old school ways of predicting the future, but what about the modern world? Well guys, get ready to enter the matrix because the future is all about algorithms. Forget crystal balls and tea leaves, we've got big data and artificial intelligence now. Companies are using algorithms to predict everything from what you're going to buy online to what your future health problems might be. It's kind of creepy, right? Like, these algorithms know more about us than we know about ourselves. They track our every move, our every click, our every like, and use that information to build a profile of who we are and what we're going to do next. But it's also kind of amazing, like, imagine if we could use this technology for good, to predict natural disasters, to cure diseases, to even, dare I say it, create a better future. Of course, there are downsides too, like, what happens when these algorithms get it wrong? Or what if they fall into the wrong hands? It's a slippery slope, guys. But one thing's for sure, the future is here, and it's all about data. Thanks for watching. So there you have it, guys. Some of the most bizarre ways people have tried to predict the future. From animal guts to algorithms, we've covered it all. What do you think? Are any of these methods legit? Have you ever had your fortune told? Let me know in the comments below. I'm dying to hear your thoughts. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more fascinating content. See you next time.